Good morning, Cypress Village residents. Today is Friday, September 26th. My name's Ty Morgan, Executive Director, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in this morning. Getting a little hot here in the fall, but still pretty nice out there. Hope everybody has enjoyed this gorgeous weather we've had over the last week. I did not see the forecast, so I can't forecast next week, but do everything you can to get outside and spend some time with your friends and families and co-residents. And we got a lot of information to share for you as well. And I will wrap it up with a few reminders and items myself. So thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you soon.
Hi Cypress Village residents, it's Brianne, your Director of Community Life Services, here to give you the fun happenings this upcoming week. Starting off today, Friday, at 1 p.m. we will have the Cypress Village birthday party in the Veterans Lobby. Please come by for cupcakes and drinks. It'll be super fun. Then also today at 7 p.m. we've got Greg Gosney coming in to do live music. Monday at 11 a.m. we've got the Avenues shopping trip. We only do the Avenues trips on the 5th Monday, so September has one of those, so please make sure to utilize that to go to the Avenues. Tuesday at 10 a.m. we've got Intro to the Village with Ashley Miller in the MML. And at 2 p.m. on Tuesday, we've got the CLS activity room tour with Jay. I will be joining as well as my first one since I've been back. So please make sure to stop by if you need to know where all of the fun rooms are in the village. And then a couple of additional announcements besides the events is Monday. Please plan to receive your activities newsletter, calendar, and sign-up form. They will be going out at some point on Monday. I don't have a time frame, but they will be going out on Monday. October is going to be a huge eventful month for us, so please look out for that calendar. The next thing I want to talk about is our resident groups. If you run a resident club, a resident group, a card group, a religious group, if you run any Cypress Village clubs, it's on my project list to meet with every single club, card group, anyone to meet with you guys one-on-one to talk about when you meet, how often you meet, what you need from CLS. I've tasked Julia with calling all of our groups that we have contact information for to schedule a quick 15-minute meeting with me just to go over what CLS can do to help with our resident-run groups. But if you're by our office in the Veterans Lobby, please feel free to stop by and schedule a meeting with me with either Jay or Julia. I want to get through all of our groups. We have so many groups and clubs, and I want to be able to support all of our groups and clubs. A thought process that I've had as well, and I'm still workshopping this with the activities committee, is doing 2 calendars on the same piece of paper. So on the front side, it will be all of the Cypress Village provided activities, and on the back side, it will be all of our resident groups and clubs so that you are able to read it easily and things don't get lost. And so that one side has all of our clubs. We can promote every club that we have a lot. So if you want to be included in that calendar, we'll talk about it during that meeting, but I just want that to be on everybody's radar. So that's all I have for you today, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!
Good morning, Cypress Village. Happy Friday. I'm Kim Pagana, the director of our IHS department, and I just want to take this time to thank all of you for coming out to join us last Friday at our Mix and Mingle event. It was so nice meeting all of you and spending time with you, and we appreciate your time. I'd also like to announce our raffle winner for last month. It's Miss Kathy Hill. So we will be giving you a call today to set up your free 1-hour service with IHS. Thank you and have a blessed day.
Hello, Cypress Village. This is Laurel Mundell, your Director of Administrative Services. I know that many of you have seen the posts that we have on Facebook. One of our recent ones was featuring Kayla, one of our servers in the dining room. She was taking Dial-A-Ride to get to work. I had a few residents asking what Dial-A-Ride is, and then Mary Jane Sipple, one of our own residents, said that we should share this information with everyone. So if you're looking for another transportation source, you can call Dial-A-Ride at 904-246-1477. And they do need 3 days notice for you to make that schedule, to schedule that appointment for a ride. Keep in mind, we also have IHS. We have our brand new Honda Odyssey van that's available now if you want something that's on site, and then our own transportation team that they require 1 business day notice for transportation as well as IHS. So just keep that in mind. We have all sorts of options to get you where you need to get going. Speaking of driving, 2 great days not to have a car are October 9th and October 10th. We are going to be closing down our parking garage 1 floor at a time to do a repainting project. We have to do restriping for the lines and the arrows. And so that's going to be a huge undertaking given that that's our largest parking space venue. We have 300 cars that we're going to have to accommodate over the course of those 2 days. We're going to do 1 level one day, another level another day to try and break it up. But we are going to be posting out more details as we get closer. And we just encourage anyone, if you're having special events or if you wanted to invite people over to the towers or have visitors or this, that, and the other, where you would need to park in and around the towers, that is not the best time to do that. We will have security, we will have maintenance technicians help direct traffic and having folks park around Middleton Park Circle East, but it will be a lengthy drive or walk for those of you that are going to need to move your vehicles. And then of course on the first floor of the parking garage, that's where all of our reserved folks are. So if you have not moved your car in a while and it's been sitting there, please go start it within the next couple of weeks to make sure batteries aren't dead, that your car tires aren't flat, if any of you know that you haven't driven it in a while, because we are going to have to relocate every single vehicle in our reserved lot as well as on the second floor. So just keep that in mind. That's why I'm giving you plenty of heads up. This will occur again October 9th and 10th. That's a Thursday and a Friday. So more details to be coming, but just keep that in mind for anybody with a reserved space or who uses that second floor of the parking garage. Up next, app updates. So we have Kendall Chasman, the new administrative assistant in the business office, working now. And one of her jobs is going to be to help us keep the app updated. And specifically, that would be the associate directory and then adding pictures to the resident directory. So I know many of you said that you see discrepancies with the associate directory. We're missing people. We need to delete some. That's something she's going to help clean up. And then I'm going to have her work from A to Z, getting any of the resident pictures that we do have uploaded to the app. But of course, residents, if you have a picture that you like, you can do it yourself, just like any other social media profile. Just as a note on that. Egret Hall. So I submitted to Capital review an audiovisual upgrade for Egret Hall that would help make it a little bit more user-friendly for those who are residents who are using the space, staff members, and then of course our projector that has since went kaput to replace that. I did get a verbal approval from our ownership, so I went ahead, we're good to move forward. We're gonna sign the agreement. They're figuring out some technical details on their side actually with their portal. That's why it's a verbal agreement. But now that we have that, we're good to go. And so once I know specifically install dates, what that's gonna look like, I will be sure to communicate that out to you all. Keep in mind that if this is something that's going to take multiple days, mainly the speakers, putting them in and out, we might need them to do work during some of the events like, I don't know, a bingo or something along those lines, but we're going to do our best not to interrupt anything, but get it in as soon as possible. We do have a lot of big events coming up. I'm thinking primarily of Veterans Day on November 11th. I would love to get all of this in and solidified and foolproof by then so that we have a seamless program. So just bear with us as we try to hustle and get that all squared away, but I will communicate with everyone who's affected. And then also with Egret Hall, this Monday, all day, we are going to have a construction team in there. This is unrelated to the audiovisual. They have to do some work with that outer wall there to make sure that there's no water intrusion. So just stay out of Egret Hall on Monday, and it's going to be roped off. If people see it roped off and are asking what's going on, that's all it is. We've got Handsome Bruce, who works for as one of our construction companies. He's going to be in there with his team. So just get out of their way. Just that's what's going on. All right. And then it should only take that day though. I'm going to be sending out a resident communication preference survey next week. So when you get that, it's going to be via text and email for starters. I'm going to see if folks are requesting hard copies. I would really prefer not to go that route, but at the same time, I know that's important to some of you who don't use your phone or email. I want to try and get as much through that as possible though. This is going to basically ask you, how do you want notifications? What notifications do you want via text? What do you want via email? What do you need a hard copy? How do you want memorials to be publicized? Is what we're doing now working, or would you like to see a little bit more there so that you know? Things along those lines. So we're going to touch on a few areas, and of course, if there's something that we didn't touch on, I want to leave a comment section there for you as well to say, hey, this would really work better if you did X. So I want to hear from you regarding that. And then lastly, I just want to welcome a new face to the village. I have a new receptionist at Concierge. She replaced Tanea George, who is teaching her kiddos now this school year. We've got Rebecca. Rebecca is a student at UNF. She saw our job posted at one of the job boards at UNF, and she applied. I really enjoy her. She's from Alabama originally, so she has a sweet little accent and manners. I said her manners are built into her bones. She's just very sweet and polite. She was valedictorian of her class when she graduated high school. She graduated at 17 and has become a college student, a freshman, so she's got a great head on her shoulders. Volleyball captain, that's why she's so tall. You could see how she was using her height to her advantage there. Just a great all-around girl. So feel free to stop by and chat with her. She'll be working in the evenings from 2 to 8 and then rotating weekends, as do the rest of my ladies. And I do want to give a shout out to Shelly, Nancy, Carolyn, and Michelle for holding down the fort while we've been waiting on a new replacement. They've been working all sorts of hours, totally out of their circadian rhythms are all messed up right now, and it's all because of us waiting on Rebecca. So give her a hello, talk to her, chat with her, and thanks to the rest of the team for holding it all together. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you around the village.
Good morning, Cypress Village. It's Natalie, the Environmental Services Director. I'm here today to let you know that we are still having problems with people putting boxes down the trash chutes. Please don't do that. It makes for such a hard time, and it does fill up the chutes, and then we get some smelly stuff that we just don't want. So please leave your boxes in the C, B, and A trash rooms, and we will take care of them for you. Salvador is doing a good job taking them out to the recycling, so please let's let him do that. I have some very exciting news to tell you now. I want to announce the newest management of Cypress Village. This would be Sandra Zamut, who has grown with us from the beginning of her career into the manager of EVS.
Good morning, Cypress Village. I'm so excited to step in this new role and work alongside with Natalie and the housekeeping team. See you around.
All right, and we have one last new member of Cypress. We would like to introduce to you Wiz. Wiz is our vacuum cleaner for the common areas of the building. You can see him running around everywhere. He will go around you if you are there. You don't have to stop your conversation. He's well trained and minding his own business and going around. And just please enjoy him as I have already these last couple of days. And he'll keep us nice and fresh. And that's all I have for you today. So I will see you around the village.
All right, good morning everybody. This is Tyler with Dining Services. Just have a few things that we want to go over today. The first is that we are looking ahead. We're looking at what we have coming up for the next month or so, and there are some dates where we will be running a modified style of service like we kind of have recently. We did have the Fiesta night the other night. It was well received. That being said, that is kind of what we're going to look to do when we have to make changes for another large event or staffing, issues for that particular day. So the two dates I have in mind so far, October 16th, this is for a good reason. This is not for a bad reason. We have the staff tenure event. So anybody who's been here for 5 or more years will be invited to go to a public outing that is it's just a form of our appreciation, a way for us to celebrate them. So October 16th, we are looking at modifying how our service goes in Lakeside for that evening and that evening only. That should just help us get a little bit of freedom for those that need to go. The next date will be also pretty well received, I hope, is for Veterans Day, November 11th. Last year, we were busy, and what we found is that we did not have enough support for the large event, and because of that, we're trying to do things differently this year. So November 11th, we will be limiting Lakeside to another entree bar style of service. So it'll be different each time. So if you all have recommendations, please let us know what you might like. Menu chat, we'll have it, brought up there as well. But it is something that we're looking at to make it the most efficient as possible. Moving on from there, we'll touch on staffing. Staffing is going to be big for us coming up through the next month or so. We do have good news, we have bad news, and then we have some news that we can't quite cheer over or celebrate yet, but it's in the right direction. So the first is the executive chef that we offered was here on the 24th filling out his new hire paperwork. He does have to put in a 30-day notice with where he is at currently, but he has accepted the position. He is already at a healthcare facility, so any kind of processing concerns are kind of alleviated by that. So we're looking forward to having him in here, but we do have an executive chef that we have hired, and should be starting hopefully mid-October. Debbie Millsaps, today is actually her last day, so we're going to do a little thing for her for lunch. Give her her goodbyes. She's leaving on good terms. We're leaving separating just because of mutual interest. It's more so for things that she needs to take care of outside of this place, and that's why we're here in the first place, is to take care of what we have going on at home. So we wish her the best, and we'll see her shortly, hopefully. We'll see. The last is our supervisor position. The supervisor role opened up for a good reason. We had Michaela go to the dining services coordinator position. That opening has an individual who's already here. They are interested. We spoke with them yesterday, and I'm fond of the idea now. So I'm going to meet with them again, go over a couple other things and see how that goes. But we have a strong candidate for that supervisor role. You all know them. I'm not going to announce their name yet, but I believe you all would be pretty happy to see them moving along. So those are the 3 staffing for leadership roles. Now we have cook openings that we're looking to fill, but the cook team, kitchen team, firing on all cylinders. They're killing it. They're doing well. Really couldn't be more proud of them. We do have a couple people we're trying to get into processing there, and if we do, great. It'll be even better. The next is going to be our servers. We have a few, I want to say 4 to 5, going through processing with 1 or 2 already starting. So we have a strong group coming in. Some have actually returned and are familiar with the community, so that's a huge win for everybody, not just us, but everybody. And from that, we're just hoping to get them in, trained up correctly, and just hopefully have a solid tenure with them as well. Having said that, it leads me to an issue that does happen from time to time, and it's something where we've been given some tools that kind of will help us in the future. We've got servers. They're young, they are learning, and they're typically pretty fresh in the workforce. When they're exposed to individuals that have not had the best experience, they sometimes take to their shells. They'll kind of hide away, and it's because they're not used to the exposure of an upset resident or even being held accountable. One of the things that I've had brought to my mind from my group and then also our HR group is that any type of negative remark or almost like bullying from a resident, we just can't have it. And the group has made me aware that we have a form, the resident concern forms. It would not be a form that we would fill out, but it'd be a form that if anybody, resident body-wise, witnesses any type of inappropriate remarks or commentary made towards a resident or a server, anybody. We have forms actually that you all can ask for at the host stands, and you can fill them out anonymously, turn them into us, we will turn them into whoever needs to see them. And it's a way for us to kind of record these instances that would be supported a little bit heavier by the fact that it's a resident filling out the concern. So it's something I wanted to make you all aware of because the majority of you are great. The majority of you would like to keep these servers here as long as we possibly can because that's how we get a good group. And it's just a way for us to hopefully make that happen with another tool. So if you all have any questions, please just follow up with me on that. I can answer any email, phone call, whatever it may be. A lot of you have my cell phone number too. So other than that, that's all I have. You'll be hearing from Michaela on some good stuff, and we'll see you in a little bit. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. This is Michaela Balke from Dining. So first of all, drink of the week in Loon's Nest. So the drink this week will be a caramel apple martini. It'll be, well, what's in it is caramel sauce, apple cider, vodka, and butterscotch schnapps. I know everybody in menu chat was yelling at me and making fun of me for saying it. Don't worry, guys. I don't drink, so I don't know. Schnapps, whatever it is. I'm sure it'll taste delicious. It'll be $5 like usual, so make sure you get one to try. Speaking of menu chat, there was some feedback, really good feedback, and so we're basically looking to you guys to help us with the menus and what you guys want. So if you have any recommendations for Middletons or specials, just let us know and we will be more than happy to see what we can do about it. And then also there was a bunch of concerns about the always available things and bringing it back in Middletons. So just so you know, we do have chicken breast and salmon that we can always make for everyone. Just let your server know. And then we are bringing back chicken salad fruit plates. I know that was a big fan favorite. So if you want any of those and you're not interested in what's on the menu in Middleton's, just let your server know and we can get that cooked up for you. It will take a little bit of time though because they have to make it to order instead of it being prepared already like the Middleton's buffet is. And lastly, I'm sure Miss Ashley Miller has already mentioned this, but we will be having the Wellness and Wellbeing Week coming up, and for Tuesday, October 7th, for their, I want to say it's Nourishment Day, we will be doing a smoothie bar in Loon's Nest from 1 to 3 p.m. So make sure you come on by and get a smoothie. I'm sure they'll be like good old times, $5. Once I have more information about that, I will let you all know. But we also have the farmers market coming up this Wednesday, so make sure you come on and spend some points. We'll be happy to see you there. And I know I've been mentioning dining orientation for residents. We are still working on that, so stay tuned and for some more updates in the future. But other than that, that is all I have. So have a great rest of your day, everyone.
Good morning, villagers. Ashley Miller here, your Director of Resident Services. I hope you all have had a wonderful week. And just a couple updates from the Wellness Center. Come by today from 10:30 to 12 after coffee chat to enjoy a nice light breakfast snack, enjoy some neighborly connection, and get a quick health check done by Patty from IHS. And if you're still interested in registering for your flu and COVID shot for our on-site clinic on October 15th, you have until October 1st to register. If you need any help in submitting your registration form, please come down to the Wellness Center and Christy and I would be happy to help you out. Guardian Pharmacy will be back in the Wellness Center on Wednesday, October 1st from 9 till 12 p.m. and the medication cycle pickup will be for Tower B. Don't miss out on the Cypress Green Market, also on Wednesday, October 1st from 10 to 12 down in the main lobby. Go use up some of those extra points on some delicious produce and fresh fruit. And it's open enrollment time. You guys have been asking about it, so if anyone has any questions or if you're interested in hearing more about Medicare's open enrollment, come by the Osprey Fitness Studio on Thursday, October 2nd at 2 p.m. for a presentation from the Florida SHINE program. A little knowledge nugget for you. SHINE stands for Serving Health Insurance Needs for Elders. So they are a wealth of knowledge, and we will be able to get a lot of your answers to your questions. And lastly, a daily dose of wellness. We're almost to October. This year is flying by, and I know most of you are already very aware that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Did you know that Breast Cancer Awareness Month started in 1985, and Miss Betty Ford helped kick off the week-long event as she was also a survivor of breast cancer. And then in 1992, the Estee Lauder Cosmetics Company championed the first nationwide campaign that utilized the pink ribbon that we all see today. So looking forward to moving into another wonderful month, embracing our new fall season that's upon us. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I love you, and I'll see you around the village.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Coffee Chat. A couple updates from the maintenance department. First off, I'd like to say thank you very much to all the residents. I'd like to say thank you very much to all the residents that sent me cards, notes, emails, phone calls. I really, really appreciate it. It made me feel very good. Lisa would bring a stack home every couple of days of cards. They're on a table at home right now, and everybody who comes over is amazed by how many cards I have. So thank you very much. It meant a lot to me. I don't know if everybody knows, but I had to have a quadruple bypass surgery. It was 6 weeks ago, and I am still recovering, but I'm back here at work today, and I'm happy to be back. I could only watch so many reruns on TV, and I was getting bored. Plus I was on the FMLA, so I wasn't allowed to talk to anybody that was working here and not able to help out. So I'm just glad to be back and happy that, the place is still standing after I left. I'd like to give a shout out to Joe and Ashley in my office. They did a great job filling in and keeping everything going. Plus my maintenance crew, the guys did great. So thank you again. You'll see some getting back into it with the landscapers. A lot of different things going on. The tree guy is back in service. He had some heart issues. So you'll see some things going on in the neighborhood in the next couple of days. Green roof finally looks fantastic. The terrace, I believe, is now what we're going to be calling it. So they were up there finishing up, putting in the last of the pots and getting the irrigation. Plus the furniture came in, the last of the furniture came in, so we'll be separating that. And also the furniture came in for the dog park. So we'll be putting that out in the next day or so. All right, thank you again. Have a great day.
Good morning, Cypress Village. Scott Marquardt from the security office. Just a quick update from me. Please make sure that you are shutting and closing the laundry room doors, as they are a fire door and the fire marshal does not want them open. They need to remain closed. So if you prop them to bring stuff in and out, please make sure that you close them when you are done using the laundry room. Additionally, I will be out of town for the next 6 days. I get to go visit the great state of Michigan. So if you have any questions, comments, or problems, please direct them to Andy Perez and or my staff in the security office, and they should be able to take care of your issues that way. So that's all I have for today. Y'all have a wonderful Friday.
Breaking news, Comcast just let Cypress Village know that they were going to perform future enhancements again today, Friday. We just found this information out, so if you are experiencing any sort of issues with your Comcast service, may it be cable, phone, internet, or otherwise, know that they are working in our area today. And it started at 6 a.m. Hopefully it will end by the end of the business day, but stay tuned for more information from Comcast.
All right, I'm back, and the first thing I just wanted to let residents know was that the community meeting live video recording did go out early this week. If you did not see it, I believe it was sent out in everybody's email on Monday. Please let us know if you did not receive it, and we can email it back out to you. But the minutes are also available, so if you were unable, get yourself caught up on last week's community meeting. There was a lot of information, so it would be good for you to catch up if you're interested. We are a little bit behind on the newsletter. We had committed to getting that out last week. However, there's several things going on that we wanted to include in the newsletter. So Katie has committed to me by the end of the month, let's say Monday, Tuesday, the newsletter will go out for all of our residents, the CV News. So again, look for the newsletter early next week. This one's exciting. A lot of residents have been inquiring about the artificial intelligence certificate that they can earn through the University of North Florida. CLS and Brianne are going to put out some information on how you can participate on that. There are going to be a couple options. The first option will be that we actually do this as a group, like a big classroom in Egret Hall or a different location within the building. Or you can do it individually on your iPad or at your own speed, which, you know, Dr. Periani had let us know during community meeting when he was here. So that is going to be solely up to our residents and staff how they manage getting their AI certificate. I do highly encourage it because you hear so much about AI. This certificate should give us all a good baseline on what it is, where it's going, all of the language, the vernaculars, acronyms, those type of things. So when people are talking about it, we can engage. But additionally, I'm hoping that it really gives us the ability to actually apply the AI in real world situations. It's far beyond just, you know, dictation, memos, letters. There is so much it can do on a practical, personal basis. So anyway, more to come on that, and that will be coming from our CLS office in Brianne. Another exciting UNF announcement is the Healthcare Symposium and Gala Dinner, which is going to be on October 24th. The UNF partnership that we have forged with them has created an opportunity where they are going to do a gala after the symposium, which is going to be a lot of awards, dinner, and a guest speaker from Mayo Clinic talking about, I'm very excited about this, about the future of Mayo Clinic here in Jacksonville and a lot of the technological advances in medicine and science. So that is going to be a huge win for our residents. I believe it's going to be first come, first serve. Excuse me, and we have roughly 70 available seats. So more to come on that. Again, we've got roughly a month before that. And the symposium itself is just a lot of guest speakers throughout the industry and throughout the local and national area. I believe Medtronic will be speaking, the Surgeon General, Donna Deegan, our mayor, will be there. A lot of big names, a lot of good content. So again, mark your calendars for the 24th of October. The symposium is the day before and the day after, with the gala on the evening of Friday. Intro to the Village. Any new residents out there or residents that have only been at Cypress Village a short time, we are going to have the Intro to the Village in the Marsh Media Lounge on Tuesday, the 30th of September at 10 a.m. Again, the 30th of September at 10 a.m., we will be doing another Intro to the Village hosted by our Resident Services Director, Ashley Miller. So if you're interested in coming or you're new to the community, please come on down. Also, the same Tuesday on the 30th of September, we do have at 3 p.m. our very own, say it right, Ty, our very own Sarah Nino will be providing our quarterly financials. That will be covering Q2 2025. So again, that's in the Marsh Media Lounge at 3 p.m. on the 30th of September. This was interesting and very enlightening because our bocce club has kind of dwindled down since Mr. Ernie Gear had moved to the Towers. And as I had mentioned last week, Carol Luckenbach has graciously taken the reins of it And they had a nice gathering right out in back of my office and to do some educational opportunities, as well as discuss the rules and, you know, really how they wanted to see the bocce club and the bocce process moving forward. So a big thank you to Carol, I believe it was Kathy Creighton and Ernie Gear, and all the residents that were there in participation. Again, looking forward to getting bocce going. We are going to upgrade the court again in the coming near future. So again, thank you all for that. Trivia winner update. Man, Hot Shots are hot and they won it again. So big congratulations to Team Hot Shots for trivia this week. Congratulations to them. And birthday wishes. Let me pull out our resident birthdays this week. And today we've got a sole birthday gal, and I think I got her last week, and that's Miss Sarah Lee. Sarah, happy birthday to you. We've got a few birthday villagers on the 27th. We've got Mr. Bill Snodgrass, Yuta Tragnitz, and Mr. Richard Mulvey. Happy birthday to you three. And on the 28th, we've got a couple villagers. We've got a new resident, Miss Judith Grable. Judy, happy birthday to you. And Donna Fast. On the 29th, we've got three birthdays. We've got Mr. Bill Wilding, Robert Warren, and Miss Patricia Risch. And on the 30th, we've got two, and that's going to cap it off for this week. That's Mr. Len Resnick. Len, happy birthday to you, buddy. And Mr. Kurt Schaller. Happy birthday to you, Kurt. Residents, that's going to conclude another episode of Virtual Coffee Chat. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day and weekend, and God bless you all. Take care.